Yeah, that's your boy Lil Durk, man. Live from Chicago, man. My city, man. And when you rock your drop, just know your neighborhood safe, man. Stay with Stop the Violence movement, man. Salute my fans, salute my followers. Let's get it.
Just did the jet skis out here in San Juan. Me and my baby, you. We had fun like a motherfucker. Jet skis. He's out here. Peace of mind, you know? I'm sick, but I'm still out here enjoying myself. Shit, I'm just living, nigga.
Now check it out, man, because this is getting the fuck on out of control, because it seems one of the ops got one of the guys. Now, check it out. So, hours after meeting with Chicago Bulls basketball player Joakim Noah to talk about a anti-violence initiative, which, as you saw in the Instagram video before, Lil Durk was talking about a anti-violence initiative. Now, Lil Durk, his manager, which is OTF Chino, we've talked about him before, and a couple other people were there at Joakim Noah's downtown condominium talking about it. Now, pretty much later that day, or actually early this morning, OTF Chino, he went out to get something to eat, and he was actually fatally shot multiple times in the head and chest while sitting in a car on the 8400 block of South Stony Island. Listen, it's just Chiraq, okay? Now, listen, man, because apparently he went to go get some food, and he went to the south side of Chiraq with his girlfriend, and I'm thinking, well, what? The south side of Chiraq, listen, you don't go there to get food. That's where niggas don't pack their lunches. Niggas smoke on packs for lunch. So this is, I can't even understand, but whatever. Anyway, apparently he went there. He was in front of a sub shop or whatever the case is. Apparently the shooter walked up on him and shot him in the face and also his chest while he's sitting in the car. Now, apparently they targeted him as soon as he arrived at the restaurant. Now, this is according to DNA info. Now, it's leading me to think all type of thoughts. I won't even elaborate on those thoughts. Just know this. Trust no one. Trust will get you killed. And you always got to realize a Negro is only as loyal as his last meal. Not only that, a savage is only as loyal as his last bite. Now, Chiraq police, they're waiting to get more information from the people they're interviewing at the restaurant and around the surrounding area to see if anyone has any information that they could get some suspects in mind or at least in cuffs. However, no one's cooperating, as you could imagine. This is Chiraq. And most likely, this murder will go unsolved. Now, he pretty much gets shot in the face. He dies later at the hospital. Lil Durk hasn't commented. And I mean, in the span of a year, he's seen two of his close comrades die, OTF Nunu and also OTF Chino. Now, one has to imagine that, he got to believe that the world is closing in on him. Everybody around him of significance is dying. That's not good. That can't be good. Because, listen, man, OTF Chino, he was a business-minded guy, and to me, he was the business mind of OTF. The whole OTF operation, I think he was spearheading it on a business level. Now, he was Lil Durk's manager, of course, because he was definitely trying to position Lil Durk in better situations to stay out of trouble and to finally lock in a release date from Def Jam, which they finally did. Lil Durk's Remember My Name is actually got a release date of May 12th, and it's supposed to drop that day. Now, we don't know if that day will actually hold. But it leads me to another thing, man, because Chiraq up-and-coming rappers, listen, man, I've heard a lot of people, they hit me up, they're like, why is Chicago rappers getting blackballed? Even when you hear about, even Montana 300, you might not say he's from Chiraq. He's from wherever the fuck. But because he's seen as a Chiraq image, right, people don't even want him on the freshman XXL. You know why? Because labels stay the fuck away from people that have to do with this much violence. And that's what it is. No one's blackballing most Chiraq rappers. The reason why they not getting opportunities is because these incidents like these, scares labels, makes people hesitate from investing money into someone that could be going to jail one day or dead the next. Now, truth be told, man, I don't know too much about OTF Chino. I mean, I don't know if he was with the shits. I don't know if he was a gun-toting savage just looking for the ops to catch him lacking, to put him on a couple RIP t-shirts. I don't know. But I do know he was about his business. I mean, he reached out to me like a businessman before about Lil Durk. He inquired how to get more positive press for Lil Durk. And we had a conversation. We agreed on some things, but I kept it 100% real with him, and we disagreed on some other things. Now, we ended the conversation complimenting each other, basically for having a discussion like men. Now, I will say this about OTF Chino. I've never really had a conversation with one of those guys in a civil manner like I did with OTF Chino. He was very respectful. He had a point of view. He had a real, most of these guys, they don't even speak English. However, OTF Chino, he sounded like a guy with at least some type of intelligence. Now, he was about his business, as I said. It came off like he was the moving force behind keeping Lil Durk out of a lot of fuckery. And the crazy thing is we had a serious talk, and basically during that talk, which is the first thing that came to mind today when I heard about the news, we had a serious talk about who each of us felt was the biggest threat to the average black male in Chiraq. Now, in his opinion, he said it was the police. He said the police were targeting people, and basically that's why so many people are getting incarcerated, and that was really causing this whole cycle. Now, of course, I said it was the niggas. It was the Savages. Come on now, let's be real. Now, listen, man, after seeing this situation, I think he might have a different thought if he was here. Think about it. I mean, listen, you have to think about it. Think about everything. Lil Durk goes on tour for like a month. He goes all over the United States, all over. Great tour. I heard every date was sold out, every fucking date. OTF Chino's behind that. Now, they come back to Chiraq. Within days, the manager dies. Come the fuck on. Now, when a lot of people criticize Chief Keef and Glow Gang, oh, they're moving to LA, that's the move. And I understand because I spoke to OTF Chino about it. He said, listen, man, Lil Durk would love to move out of Chiraq. But because of his cases, they prohibit him from leaving city limits, despite whatever threats there are against his life. Yes, it's a conundrum. But it's one that, listen, you could analyze most of these situations so many different ways. You could try to pinpoint and say, yo, what is he doing outside the house at 2 a.m.? And maybe this wouldn't happen. But listen, the fact that if you go to the store, you might get killed. That's not somewhere no one should be. That's not a culture that's conducive to life. So you see when idiots ask me, they're like, yo, so when are you going to Chiraq? I tell them never. I'm proud about it. When people say, oh, yo, you're not from Chiraq, I said, thank you. I'm proud about it. I don't want to be from a place like that. I'm used to prosperity. I'm used to good living. I'm used to really not being around where I got to watch over my back because the ops are coming. That's not cool. So when I see all that shit, man, listen, it's very unfortunate. And I look at it, I'm like, yo, damn, man, because most people, they just can't see beyond their blocks. And that's what I was talking about. I did a story about Safari went to Brooklyn. These dudes ran up on him. I'm like, yo, these guys have never seen the outside of their fucking four-corner block. That's what they think life is, coon block. Safari has gone all over the world. You've seen what prosperity is. That's what you want. So you're not going to be going trying to fight with these guys. And I could tell Lil Durk's manager, OTF Chino, he had a plan for Lil Durk. I'm hoping Lil Durk really continues and basically takes everything OTF Chino really imparted on him. But the sad reality is, man, until all these gangs go all the fuck, they got to go all the fuck away, okay? Until that happens, and not only that, all these savages, these self-proclaimed savages, they got to die out. I'm sorry. You a savage, my nigga? You got to die out. Your breed, you're thinking that you need to kill other black men, especially when you see them successful and you're not? That type of mentality has got to go. And the thing is, we are under the impression that, yo, you know what, man, we could actually get these guys to change their minds. Let's have some walk for peace. Let's have some fundraisers for peace. Let's have some peace initiatives. That shit doesn't work with savages. These motherfuckers are dumb as it comes. All they know is living by the gun and dying by the gun. You guys know the fucking Chiraq commandments. These niggas really live it. This is not a joke. So when people try to change their mentality of people who can't be changed, I look at it and I say, good luck with you, but I ain't coming to Chiraq to help you with that fuckery, okay? Listen, until all these gangs cease to exist, that's really recruiting these young kids, OTF Chino's 24, and to be honest, he's like one of the older guys. Until these gangs cease to exist, all these savages die out, it's not going to stop. It's really not going to stop. And the real victims in all this are the people who are stuck in Chiraq and they don't have any means to move. Because I told you, listen, I basically told everybody, listen, if you value your life, I advise any African American trying to get away from the savages to evacuate Chiraq immediately. Seek refuge at your local police station. Actually, fuck the police station. You need to just leave Chiraq. Start walking down by the time summer hits, and that's when the real Savage season is. By the time summer hits, you will be the fuck on out of Chiraq, okay? You gotta be far enough from this fuckery. Because when I see stories like this, and I'm like, yo, I spoke with the guy, and I could tell, yo, he was looking beyond this. Maybe this was something he was really into in the beginning, but start being more business-minded and started really seeing a future in music. He wasn't really on that. He wasn't looking around like, yo, this is what I really want to do. He was trying to get away from it. But of course, the thing is, once you come back to Chiraq, no matter what your mentality is, the mentality of everybody else is actually to try to kill you. So I hope Lil Durk really makes it through probation, everything, this, and the third, but he got to immediately move out of Chiraq. I advise anybody that's African American, you live on the east side, the west side, the south side, nigga, just evacuate. Fuck it. It's your boy DJ Akademiks, man. It's one of those stories that it's never fun to talk about. It's never fun, especially when you know someone who really, he's trying to do it the right way. He's trying to be a businessman. If they're killing the businessman around Lil Durk, and I'm guessing maybe, I won't even assume that, but if they're killing business people, we're talking about managers. Who the fuck would really want to align themselves with Lil Durk? It's not a good look. But you guys get in the comment box, man. Listen, you guys take for granted, and you guys are so quick to call people pussy if they don't do this and they're not shooting out. And then when you guys see people die, all you guys do is type RIP. That's it. That's it. As I said, I hope all these guys win. I don't care. Listen, I don't know no ops, okay? I don't know no ops, okay? To be honest, the only ops are the niggas committing crime. Anybody committing crime, they're the ops, okay? And then the police got to catch them. Listen, it's most people, they really think they're too proud or they want to be so cool that, yo, listen, man, I'm a regular law-abiding citizen, and I'll be proud to be that. I could be lame. I could be corny. You could be like, yo, you live segregated. Listen, man, I want to live in a goddamn mansion with a goddamn 4 walls around it with security at the gate. That's what I want. I don't want to be living next to niggas that's basically hustling quarter water outside and shooting at niggas who basically gave him 10 cents. Not my life. But you guys get in the comment box. Very sad and unfortunate incident. And listen, man, I know Lil Durk's hurting right now, but hey, this is one of the things that I don't even know any words of encouragement to give, because this is a never-ending cycle in Chiraq. It's your boy DJ Akademiks. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe. I'm out.